Hey everyone, my name is Gabe, and as you read in the title, I'm a college graduate with no direction in my life. Now, I know a lot of people say that they don't have any direction, but it is something that I truly feel like that I do struggle with. Growing up, I never really had a dream job, and I never really understood the concept of wanting to be something and having your whole life just be surrounded by a career. So now that I'm older and, need a career or at least a job to get by, it's just something that I still don't know what I want to do. I have a few interests, I have a few hobbies, but even with those, I don't know if those are things that I'd be willing to spend the rest of my life doing. Like that's the biggest thing is putting all of my time and all of my effort into that one thing, and I just don't know what that one thing would be. But back to me being a college graduate. I went to a community college. I went there for a year and a half. Technically, it was supposed to be for 2 years, but I took a summer semester. I got my associate's degree in business. Now, choosing this degree was not something I really was planning. During high school, I struggled with classes. It's not that I struggled learning. I would say that I'm a decently smart kid, but I definitely struggled with going to classes, paying attention, and really getting engaged. It was actually so bad, in fact, that it was to the point where I needed pretty much 2 years worth of credits during my senior year. And I thought it was going to be impossible. I really considered dropping out at that point. But that's something that I'm not good at. I'm not really good at making big decisions like that. Something that would really affect my life in such a crucial way, I feel like. I really suck at making those big decisions, and I also didn't want to give up. It was my senior year. I was so close to finishing that I figured I might as well try. So I ended up signing up for classes. My school had this thing called their Career Academy, where if you already did all your core curriculars, and if you had extra room in your schedule, you're able to do half schedule at the college that I went to. Pretty much do like dual course classes or dual credit classes. And that's really neat. I wasn't able to do that because, like I said, I was pretty much a year behind during my senior year. I had to do the other option, which is what they had there. It was called Graduation Pathways, where pretty much, as you can guess, it's just a way to help kids graduate high school. So I took that. My high school was pretty different. I didn't have normal scheduling. I had block scheduling, meaning I only had 4 classes instead of like the normal 7 or 8. And I had a full schedule senior year. I took as many classes in person, except for my last quarter. I only had 3 classes instead of 4. Just wanted to give myself a little break. I took that class online so I wouldn't have to do that in person. But actually being able to do those classes in person and having an hour and a half regarded to the classes and the lessons and the homework was really nice compared to it was like 45 to 55 minutes of like normal classes. I really liked that and it really did help me, I feel like, but I still got really behind. So doing those online classes, I actually managed to do them during school because I also was holding a full-time job at this time. I was working 35 hours, which I know a lot of people won't consider that full-time, but I'm also going to school every day pretty much. I consider it full-time. So I had to do classes during school. I was pretty much doubled up. I had like 4 or 5 classes at a time online, and then in person I'd have 4 classes. I really just had to shut off everything and just get all that done because I knew if I didn't get that done, I would really regret it and it would not be good for me. So I really did my best, and I actually didn't get my first A until senior year, so I actually passed a class with an A, multiple of them, most of them being the online classes, but still. Even with that, I didn't plan on going to college to about 2 months before I graduated. I got an email saying that I qualified for a scholarship, and that scholarship would have paid for literally every class but one. And that really got me thinking. I was like, man, should I do this? Like, if it's getting paid for and I don't have to go into debt or take anything out of pocket, is this a smart idea? And ultimately, I decided to go to college. Now, I went to a community college because that was where the scholarship was. And I wasn't really sure what major I wanted to do. I wanted to do something that was still going to benefit me, but not something that was going to lock me in a career for the rest of my life. So I actually ended up choosing to major in business. I got my Associates of Applied Science in Business. It took me just a little under a year and a half. I started in August of 2023, and I ended it in December of 2024. So yeah, just under a year and a half. And now that it's over, I just honestly don't know what to do. Like, I know I should use that degree to further my career or to do something better, but I just don't know. I don't know what I'd be willing to invest my time and effort into and to just feel okay. And I know a lot of people just tell me, oh, you got a business degree, start a business. Funny enough, that's like the one thing they don't teach you to do. They don't teach you to make a business. They teach you principles and they teach you certain things that can happen during a business, but they don't teach you what is needed to start one, what types of licenses is needed for certain industries. Like they don't teach that type of stuff. So it's really up to me to decide, hey, what do I want to do? What do I want to invest my time into? And I mean, the more I think about it, the more I know, hey, this is the world of business that I need to innovate and I need to solve a problem that people are having, or I need to create something that entertains people. One of the things that just brings people to my product or my service. The issue that I have is what product or service would I offer? I don't honestly know what would be a good thing that I could offer. I don't really have any hobbies or talents. I play video games, I smoke weed. I really don't know what I would be able to do. I know even with those two, there is a handful of things that I would be able to do, but I just don't know what I'd be able to invest my time into and just feel like I'm actually doing something. Anytime I try to get myself to think like, hey, what do I want to do? What do I want to invest my time into? I just get very overwhelmed and very unmotivated for just like trying. I don't even want to try to attempt to do anything because it's like, man, what do I even want to do? Or what can I even do? What do I even have to offer to show people, like, hey, get this product or service from me? Like, I'm the person to go to. And I guess there are a few other things that I am interested in. Like I do YouTube. I make YouTube videos on technology, and I do some gaming videos, and I do collection videos for video games and whatnot. So I do have the things that I am interested in, and I do make videos, so it does show that, like, hey, I enjoy doing this. But even then, I'm not making videos. Like, I'm not spending my free time making those videos, even though I want to. Even though I want to spend the time doing that, I just don't. And I really try to hold myself accountable, but there's so much that I can do without just beating myself up and saying, hey, you're not doing this, you're not good enough. So I'm really trying my best to just do all that stuff and really push it because I know this is the type of thing that like can really get me to the next level and can get me to start a business. The money that a YouTube channel can bring is insane, like more than I can even comprehend. And being able to use that to invest into other opportunities would be what I want. Besides doing YouTube videos, which like I said, I've been struggling to do, I just don't know what I'd want to do. Currently, I'm working at GameStop, which initially was just a part-time thing while I was in college, but now it's just like I moved to full-time and I've been doing that full-time and it's just like I don't know where the next step is or what I'm gonna do. So it's just been really tough to sit down and really debate like, hey, what am I going to invest my time into and what is going to make me feel like I'm actually doing something and I'm not just wasting my time? Because that is the biggest issue I'm having is I'm spending every day playing video games, smoking weed, going to work. You know, I'll make a video here and there, but no matter how much I really try to push myself to get myself to do something, it is so hard. And I know that's one of the big issues with me not knowing what I want to do is I just want to go and play video games and I just want to smoke weed and take it easy and hang out and not do anything for the night. And I really need to get past that. And I know a lot of people would just be like, oh, quit smoking. And I know it's the biggest thing, but I have quit and I've taken tolerance breaks and I've just noticed that it does not help. In fact, it does make the situation worse. I feel worse mentally and I do even less. But even with work, I haven't been smoking like all day and then I'll smoke at night when I get home from work at like 9, 10 p.m. That'll be the first time that I smoke all day. And even then, it's like I won't do anything before work. I can barely even get myself out of bed half the time. So I know this is more than just me not knowing what to do and me feeling unmotivated and probably depressed, but I really just want to get this off my chest and just have someone to talk to about this feeling because I've been dealing with it every day for almost 5 years. I know there's going to be more opportunities in the future, and I know a lot of it's just going to be waiting. And once the right moment happens, or once I'm in the right spot at the right time, I'll be able to take that. But until then, I know that I'm still just going to feel this lost. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you for listening to my rant. I plan to do more videos like this because, like I said, I don't really have many people to talk to about stuff like this, so it's nice to get it off my chest. See you guys later.